Tonight's talent seems to be very, very strong. And for a first introduction, here we go, right here.
Actually, I'm not very strong at all. I'm very weakly and sick, but we won't go into that. This is my good friend Marty, and he's a big fan of the mystery and suspense things. And maybe if you're lucky, he'll describe one of the great mysteries I've told him about, and things like that. Or perhaps your experiences in New York, Marty. Take it away, guy.
Well, I'm renting Two to Tango and Shame.
Why are you renting those pictures? Why, Marty? Why?
Well, the ones that I really wanted are out, but you know, I hope possibly that I'll get them next time, or I'll keep these for 3 days and not watch them. Otherwise,
A funny thing happened on your way to New York.
One thing happened on the way to Blockbuster Video. I tried to reverse my car in the parking lot to get it. Here, take it away.
Marty, how's that motorcycle driving outside? Look like you're a little Jack Nicholson and Easy Rider there, buddy.
What?
You look like a little shades of Jack Nicholson and Easy Rider.
Well, perception of reality.
Have you seen that movie yet?
Perception of reality?
No, yeah, that one too. What is that rated?
I think R for ridiculous.
Sure it is. Thank you very much, Marty. Thanks for coming out. You get a t-shirt. You're the #1 contestant today. Your first day. Thanks a lot, Marty. MC, and I'm your MC for the show. And today today's a little celebration of comedy in the Great Neck area. It's a 1-week anniversary of the release of Punchline and home video. That's a big, big thing today. I mean, that ranks up there with the biggest things in the annals of history. Darryl Strawberry's first home run, Margot Adams purchasing her first fur coat, and of course, canned tuna. That's another big one. So we're going to have a good show tonight, and we're going to have people coming up, in and out all night, and we'll be back with our next contestant soon. Era of comedy, Mr. Peter Ames. Here he is. Take it away, Peter.
Hey, hi, how are you? See, this fella one night, just about half hour before closing, walks into a bar. Well, walks in, he more or less crawls in. Walks up to the bartender and says, "Hey, I want a drink." Bartender says, "Okay, fine, I'll give you a drink." I don't give a damn what the hell I do. Man sitting there and he sees a sign up on the wall. 3 darts for $1, win a prize. Says to the barkeep, "That's the prize." Bartender says, "You ain't gonna hit nothing, don't worry about it." So he gets there, $1. This man's holding on to the bar with one hand. Takes 3 darts and 3 bullseye. Says to the bartender, "I'll earn my prize." Bartender says, "Oh damn, it's almost closing. What the hell do I got here?" Sees an aquarium in the back of the bar. Looks in, picks up a turtle, and says, "Oh, here, have this." Drunk picks up the turtle, says, "Oh, okay, fine." Puts it in his pocket, walks out. About 3-4 weeks later, same guy comes back into the bar. Decent hour now, about 9-10 o'clock. Says to the bartender, "The deal's still on, 3 darts for $1? Bartender says, "Sure is." "Okay, give him $1. Man goes to throw the dart, falls against the back wall with the dart. 3 of them in the bullseye. Bartender says, "God, oh, here you go. Here's a bottle of Shivers." Drunk says, "No, I don't want that. I want what you gave me the last time." Bartender says, "I don't remember. What did I give you last time?" "That roast beef on a hard roll. It was great."
Mr. Peter Ames, that joke is right on target, Peter. Thanks a lot. Very pointy joke you had there. If anyone else wants to come up with a little humor, who's got humor out there? We're here in Great Neck. Great Neck, New York. People do a lot of things in Great Neck. A lot of things they like to do is selling in Great Neck. Everybody's a salesman in Great Neck. My roommate's a salesman. One of them sells alarms, the other sells soap. We run out of soap, the alarm goes off. All right, anyone else want to come up here and try a little humor now? There we go. Who's got a little attempt up here? Anybody? How about you? Here we go. Young man with a tie on right here. Want to tie a joke on? No, sir. All right, Doug.
Okay.
Of the Unattached Comedy Club. His name is Steve Burson, and he's contestant number 3. Steve's going to come up and do a little joke challenge for us now. Go to town, Steve. Here we go, babe.
Thank you so much. I'm glad I'm here. Gee, what a big crowd. I'm glad I'm here at Blockbuster Video right here in Great Neck. Great place. I was almost late today. I had to stop off at the bookstore. I wanted to get Solomon Rushdie's new book called Buddha, You Fat Bastard. So I was able to get that one. Also, a friend of mine, unfortunately, he had an accident. He lost an eye. He's got one glass eye. So I didn't know what to get him. His birthday's coming up this weekend. I finally decided to give him half a bottle of Murine. So I thought that might work. He's got one eye. You guys out there? Because I see you. Anyway, I'm glad I am here. Video stores, there's something weird about this video stores, the people that end up coming into these video stores. Just the other day I was renting one, guy in front of me is renting 2 videos, nothing wrong with that. But when you rent Bambi and the Deer Hunter, it just doesn't seem to mix, you know, something isn't right about that. At any rate, they're also always in a video store, there's a section of X-rated videos, adult videos, always in the corner. They have the door on it. You try to get some privacy, but they're really, how much privacy can you get? You seem so self-conscious. You walk in there, it's almost like a siren goes up. Whoop, whoop. Ladies and gentlemen, attention, Mr. Stevens is in the adult movie section. He'll be renting toys in Babeland, if you'd like to follow him out, ladies and gentlemen. So I know, that kind of stuff kind of gets me a little scared sometimes, but I'm glad I am here. I got a quick impression for you. Everybody does James Cagney, John Wayne. No one except for me does Walter Matthau as Oscar Madison coming out of the original Odd Couple, okay? Only a quick one. Felix, you're driving me crazy. How many times have I told you don't leave little notes on the pillow? Anyway, that was a quick Walter Matthau. Okay, now, they told me I could tell a joke. Here's the joke. 2 hookers are talking. Little kids, maybe you want to go to the adult movie section while I'm telling this joke. Anyway, 2 hookers are talking, and one says to the other, she says, how was your night? She says, fine, how was your night? She says, well, it's a little crazy. I'm standing at the bar. A guy comes up to me and says, how much do you charge? He says, $100. He says, $100? He says, geez, all I have is $10. He says, all right, for $10, we'll go outside. I'll give you a handout. So they walk outside, and the guy drops his trousers. He's got 14 inches. So the other hooker says, my God, 14 inches? What did you do? He says, I lent him the $90. So I lent him the $90. You see, 10 and 90 is 100. Anyway, I go into a druggist. I said, I'd like to buy some condoms. You know, you want to practice safe sex. So what happens, he says to me, you want the 7-pack, the 9-pack, or the 12-pack? I thought I was buying McNuggets or something. I said, all right, well, what's the difference? So the guy says, all right, the 7-pack is for the young newlywed couple once a night. They bring it home. The 9-pack is for the black couple once a night and twice on the weekends. I said, well, what about the 12-pack? So the 12-pack is for the Jewish couple, January, February, March. Got a nice crowd in here, folks. I see out there. Speaking of Jews, it's funny, the little Jewish kid comes home, he says to his dad, he says, Dad, I was in the school play today. He says, oh, really, son? What part did you get? He says, I was the Jewish husband. He said, oh, that's too bad. I hope you get a speaking role next time. That's what he said to him. Anyway, I have one very horrible joke for you. This is in bad taste, but they're going to let me say it anyway. Of course, the Joel Steinberg trial is over, but at one point they had Lisa Steinberg's teacher there on the stand, and they were asking her if there was anything going on at school that may have led to them to believe that there was some trouble, trouble at home. And she said, yes, as a matter of fact, one day we had all the kids together, we were asking them what their parents did for a living, and they said to them, Lisa, what does your father do for a living? And she says, beat the crap out of me. But anyway, I gotta go. Thank you so much for having me tonight. Good night, everybody.
Steve, can you stay here for a moment?
Sure.
That was a tremendous act, Steve.
Thank you.
Are you a truly unattached comic, or are you from a club?
No, I'm not from a club. I live right here around the block, and I guess an aspiring actor, and underneath there's some comedy in me. By the way, you said my name wrong. It's Steve Brewstein.
What did I say?
I think you said Burstein.
I have a friend named Steve Burstein, so the connection was very easily made.
That's no problem.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank you, Steve. Okay, you get a T-shirt, Steve.
That's why I came here.
That's why you came. You needed that T-shirt. You'll be billed in the mail. They're $10.99.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, who's next up here? All right, here's that young lady back there in the trench coat. Looks like she's just ready to launch a couple jokes at us. She's ready to throw in the trench coat to come up with a joke. Amanda Gutman. Let's see if we can stomach her performance here. Here we go, Amanda. Let's go. You ready?
And he's in a restaurant, and he really has to go to the bathroom. This is a major emergency. And so he goes up to the waitress, and he goes into the men's room, and he walks in. Everything is being used up, all the stalls. He's dying here. I mean, the man's standing there. I mean, his legs are together. He's squealing. I mean, he really has to go to the bathroom. So he goes up to the waitress and asks her, excuse me, miss, you know, I really don't know what to do. I really have to go to the bathroom. This is an emergency. The waitress says, well, if you want to, you can use the women's room. So he says, all right, fine. But she says, one thing, on one condition, you must not touch anything. So the man goes in there, he goes into a stall, goes to the bathroom. He looks up in front of him and he sees these 3 buttons and he's saying to himself, what are these things? One of them is WWJ. So he says, listen, I only live once. Why not? I'll press it. He presses the button, and all of a sudden, water starts squirting up his anal passage. He's trying to be tactful. So he's saying to himself, what is this? So he decides, well, why not? You only live once. I'll try this. I'll give it another shot. So he presses the second one, and it's PP. And all of a sudden, this powder puff starts, puffing him on his cheek, and he's saying to himself, what is this? I don't understand this. And then there's the last one. It's ATR. And he says, all right, this is the final one. Press this, find out what it is, that's it, get out of here. So he presses it. Next thing he knows, he wakes up in a hospital bed. He looks up, and the nurse comes up to him and says, what happened? He tells her the whole story of how he presses WWJ, PP, and all of a sudden, he tells her of how he pressed ATR, and she goes, well, excuse me, mister, but you pressed automatic tampon removal, and your penis is in the next room on the table.
All right, Amanda, come here for a second. A little bit of belly laugh for Amanda Gutman there. Thank you, Amanda. Very nice performance there. Okay, we have a couple other people who just arrived. We have 2 salesmen. We have an alarm salesman. He's a guy in the corner looking at the sprinkler system. And we have a soap salesman. You guys ready to do a little sales work and little jokes? What do you say? No, they don't. They're turning around so nobody knows who they are. It's okay. All right, do we have any other volunteers out there? All right, here we go. We got the man who just stepped off the workbench. He's ready to tell some jokes now. You ready? Okay, here you go. What's your name? Bob McCoy. Bob, go to town, babe.
Yeah. Hi. You all know the story of Cinderella. Well, this is my version of it. This is actually this is a tale to make your creche bleed. It'll give you poo skimples. It's a story for people and bigger toe peep. That's we folk and bigger people too. It's a story about Cinderella who lived in a big harked house with her mean old stepmother and her 2 sister uglies. And they made Cinderella do all the wordy dirt while they sat around cheating omelets and making Rita-zines. Well, one day when Cinderella was in the kitchen flopping the moor, the 2 sister uglies came in and said, guess what? The Prancing Hints is blowing the fancy dress stroll and we're invited. It's too bad that you can't go. So Cinderella went back in the kitchen with ears and new ties, and she was just about to chickasee a frickin' when suddenly there was a blinding flash of light. And standing beside her was a beautiful fairy. And the fairy said, well, who are you and what do you want? And Cinderella said, the fairy said, Cinderella, and the fairy said, well, I'm your berry godmother. And Cinderella said, well, may I go to the ball? And the fairy said, that's quite a wish. But she said, okay. So she waved her magic wand, and instantly Cinderella was transformed into a ravishing Rudy. She had a long white gap in sound and a necklace of poopies and rules. And on her feet were 2 tiny sass clippers. And the Cinderella asked the prince, what's going on? She said, well, you have to be home by midnight. So Cinderella said, okay. And she casted the camel. That came to the castle. And she jumped out, and the first people that she ran into were the 2 sister uglies. And she was so beautiful, they didn't even Cinderize Recogniella. So they introduced her to the Prancing Hints. And he says, may I dab this chance? He says, you're so beautiful, you remind me of Beef and Slooty. Well, he was just about to ask for her mare in handage, when soon the stroke clotted the strike swell. And Cinderella banned from the roll. But as she did, one of the sass slippers slipped from her soot. And the Prancing Hints picked it up, and he says, now all I have to do is find the woman who soot the slipper sits, and I'll know whom I've laureled and fun. Well, the next day he went from house to house. And soon he came to the cint where House Cinderella lived, and he knocked on the door. And said, who should come to the door but the 2 sister uglies? And he says, I'm looking for the woman who soot the slipper sits. Of course, their beat were too big. And then it was Cinderella's turn. And guess what? The clipper pitted perfectly, they were married, and have livelily ever after.
Bob McCoy with a cool joke there. Thanks, Bob. Very good, very good. Okay, who else do we have out there? Anybody willing to give it a try? Catch is Mr. Ron Bryn. Here we go, Ron.
How are you? First, what I want to do is I want to warm up the store a little bit. Okay? So, what I want to do is start a chant. Okay? And the chant is very simple. Okay? It's blockbusters. 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 blockbusters, 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 blockbusters. You know, I know I'm in Great Neck because no one is involved. No one here is really involved. You ready to do this again? 1, 2, 3. Is it blockbusters or blockbuster?
Blockbuster. Blockbuster.
It's singular. That's why nobody was getting down with it, okay? Let's try it again, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Blockbuster. 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 And now try Punchline, okay? Because we're here to promote the film Punchline. Now, I was here Saturday night. I haven't seen the movie because when I went back to the P section of the new releases, it wasn't in. All there were the empty, you know what I'm talking about? You're not following me one bit here, are you? Let's say Punchline, okay? Punchline, 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 punchline. You know what the problem is? All these people here are contestants, and they're all rehearsing. They're not watching me. They're not watching me doing this. They're thinking about how lousy they're going to look when they're up here. Is it true? Raise your hand. Raise your eyebrow. Can you wiggle your ears? Okay. Some of you know me. Some of you don't. Some of you don't know yourselves. Some of you don't know the people you're living with for many years, right? True? Huh? Nobody cares. Okay, I just want to say my wife helped me with some new material. It's right here. It's very soft. It's a strange pattern, but it's fresh. You know what I'm saying? Brand new material. Okay. She said not to do that. I don't care. I forge ahead. Okay, now the story. Okay, it's very simple. Old drunken bum staggers out of a doorway. August, very hot, desolate town. And he's reeking. Looks up, and the sun is blazing into his eyes. Isn't this a great gesture? Isn't this dramatic? Look what I'm doing. Okay, try that. It works. Staggers down the main street and looks up the first story ledge of the apartment house there, and there's a young couple, stark naked, going at it on the windowsill, and he can't believe his eyes. And they're going away like bunnies, and they slip from the sweat and fall off, boom, right on the sidewalk, right in front of him. And he's taking this in and staggers into the vestibule of the apartment house and goes over to the little like hotel desk and rings the bell, ding, 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 and the madam comes out, and she's livid. She says, "What are you doing? You're going to bring the police in here? They're going to shut the shop? You're nuts." And he says, "Well, listen," he says, "it's been a rough day for me too. I just thought I'd come in and let you know that the sign fell down." Okay, now I think that's an excellent joke. All right. I'm sure you won't. Okay, the other story is brief. It concerns a cow in heat, and you know they don't make milk unless they're serviced. So the farmer asks his son to take the cow to the neighboring farm where the bull lives, and boy comes up with the cow, knocks on the door, and the farmer's daughter comes out and she says, she says, "What's up?" And he says, "Well, I've got a cow here that needs some servicing, and could you help me out?" She says, "No problem." You just put it out in the pasture, the bull comes by, and everything just moves along nice and smooth. So that's what they do, and after a while, the couple's getting kind of excited, and the fellow's kind of excited, and she looks at him and she says, "Hey," she says, would you like to do the same thing?" And he says, "Sure." And she says, "No problem, it's your cow." Okay. All right, this way? No, this way. Yeah? Okay, thanks very much.
Oh, thank you. Has anyone ever told you look a lot like Lou Pinella?
Yeah.
Have you?
All the time.
Striking resemblance. There,
Thanks
show,
very
look at
much.
the camera right there. There we go.
Lou Pinella, right?
All right, there you go.
Okay.
What's next for Lou Pinella?
Huh? What's next for Lou Pinella? How am I supposed to know?
Okay, thank you very much. Next we have Miss Karen Becker. There she is.
I'm so nervous. I got like major terminal rock tendonitis. Hum. Let me tell you how nervous I am, guys. I mean, I'm trying to be funny. I got 3 minutes to set the comedy world on its proverbial derriere, and you got that thing on wrinkle alert. Every goddamn wrinkle, zit, bag, sack, whoa. I mean, that thing's focusing in on me. I mean, I want to tell you, I'm 36 and 10, 12 years old, and I still got this. I mean, the wrinkles and zips, they're lining for turf on my face. This is like a regular West Side Story. When you're a zit all the way. I mean, you think this is easy, guys? Oh, I gotta check my lines. Okay, I mean, the zits and the wrinkles, they got a running commentary. I mean, there's a war going on in my face. Hey, get off my face. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. Well, let me tell you something, Wrinkle. I was here first. Well, let me tell you something, Pusshead. I'll be here long after you're gone. I feel zitty, oh so shitty, that my face is a teenage nightmare. It's a pity I'm too old for Stridex, I don't care. Oh, I forgot my lines again. Oops. Okay. Now the wrinkles have equal time. My wrinkles around my mouth are new wrinkles, and suddenly my smile will never be in style again. Uh-oh, newsflash, adult woman commits benzoyl peroxide. I mean, let me tell you something, guys. This is not easy. I mean, I was married for 11 years. You know the old herniated hiatus known as married? Absent from the single world? Well, I'm out there again, and I got to compete with these 20-year-old pre-cellulite beauties. And every time, never fails, single event comes along, big red zit right on the tip of my nose. You're laughing? This isn't funny. Not only we got this, guys, we got bags. Under these eyes, we got bags. I mean, these bags are so big, they can take a round-the-world cruise and still got room for souvenirs. I mean, wait till you little 20-year-olds get your first baggies. There's a face for us, oh my, the space for us. Instant aging and tired looks do not come from books. I mean, guys, I go to bed alone at 9 o'clock. Did I earn these things? No. I mean, what's the excuse for this nonsense? Why get this decrepidation? I didn't even have fun. And let me tell you something about the single world, folks. It ain't easy out there. It's a jungle. You hear about that dentist? He got charged for sexually abusing his patients while under sedation. Well, sounded good to me. I called up, made an appointment for the next day. I said, hey, guys, you won't even have to put me under. Think of all the money you'll save on gas. Thank you very much and have a nice evening.
Thank you, Karen Becker. That was Karen Becker, world-famous comedian. She will be soon after they see her at the Big Shots over at RCA Columbia Pictures. Get a hold of that tape. Okay, who else do we have out there who's ready to go next? Here we go, right here. You got a joke? No, she bailed out at the last minute. Okay, who's next? How about the gentleman with the hat over there? No, no jokes. Okay, here we go. The soap salesman's ready to throw a couple slippery jokes our way. Come on, here we go. Big hand, come on, soap. Here he is, sliding right over here, the soap salesman. Tell us a couple clean jokes here. This is contestant number 7 or 8, I believe. Number 8, your lucky number. This is Mike Oringer. Go to town, babe.
Like Mike just said, I'm a salesman. I sell soap, cleaning items, and fabric softeners. So one day I go to my account, and I say, can I please speak to Rick? He's my buyer. So the account says, I'm sorry, but Rick died last week. So I said, that's a shame. So I go back home, come back the next week, same time, my regular appointment, scheduled, everything. Is Rick in? And the secretary says, I'm sorry, Mike, but we told you Rick died 2 weeks ago. So I go back home. The next week I show back up at the same appointment time. So I say, is Rick in? And the secretary says once again, Mike, are you a sick person? What's the story? I told you Rick died 3 weeks ago. I said, I know you told me that, but I just love hearing it. But I'm bummed. Thank you.
That was Mike Oringer. Perhaps he should stay in the soap business. No, that was actually a very good, humorous act. Does he want a shirt? You want a shirt? No, he passes on the shirt. He's got 10 of them at home. Okay, who's next? How about you with the pajamas? I mean the sweatpants over there. No, he doesn't want to go up there. Okay. There, she's a little joke teller right there. Come on, let one loose over there. No jokes for her. How about you with the leather jacket there? Little impersonation of Fonzie? What do you say? No? Okay. No, sir. Who's next? No, he doesn't want to do it. He's seen it too many times. Okay. Doug, I think we have a little lull in the action now. Well, there's someone big in the now. He's an employee of Blockbuster Video. Is he allowed to compete up here? Is it allowed? Who has the rule book? Is he allowed? Look at the little fine print in Rule 5.6A/B. Is he allowed? Yes. Yes, sir, he is. Come on up now. Here we go. This is you. Here we go. All right, you ready? What's your name?
Don Chasen.
Don Chasen. How you doing? All right.
Pretty good.
Good. All right. You want to take the mic? You want me to hold it for you?
I think I'll be all right.
You can handle it?
Okay, here you go. This is my good pal over here, Jethro, what's his name? Right, from the Beverly Hills Bellies, remember that show? No, you don't remember the show? Well, here I am, I work here at Blockbuster Video. No, please, don't encourage me. It's not much fun working here, you know? All right? It's not much fun working here at Blockbuster Video. For instance, you might notice these boards up here. We spell out names and stuff. But sometimes, you know, when you're hurry, you got to change the names so people want to come in and get some tapes, and we don't put all the letters up there right. And people like you stupid people. I'm not you, but the one behind you. There's 2 words for you people. Couch potatoes. Am I right? You're all couch potatoes. You come in here, you worship the shrine of no tape that's there. Fish called Wanda. It's not there. You see it's not there, but you still go over. Sir, yeah, you in the blue shirt. Is this one in? Yeah, there's nothing behind there. You see that? Nothing. Witchcraft is out. Oh, all right. I'll just wait till I get back. Sir, it's Thursday night. They all come in. They're gone. They're all gone. I happen to know this guy here. Come on out, Tom. Hi there. Isn't there a witchcraft tapes back there?
Not that I know of.
Come on, Tom. Don't lie to us. We hide those tapes for our family and friends.
Yeah, I guess.
The secret's out. The next time you want that tape you want, slip us a 5 and we'll get it for you. But that's something else. Now these tapes, these boards up here, Bull Durham and things like that. Bam. You know, we don't get all the letters up there all the time. So you people come in here, you stupid people come in here, and you look at the board and you don't see the full name. Bull Durham, for instance. Simple name. How many times have I heard you mispronounce the titles coming in here? Hey, pal, get that Bill Durham? I mean, Bull Durham, whatever. It's kind of, where is it there, huh? Down there, someplace, where is it? Or Fish Called Wanda, or Bull Durham. One time we'd have all the letters up there. A smart person, one of those Indian guys walks in. Oh, look! Olham is in. Huh? Olham, man, Olham is in. Ooh, Olham! What is that, sir? They're movie. You have a movie. There's many movies here. Oh, Ham, what do you think? There's an Orson Welles new release or something? There's Bull Durham. Oh, you can't kid me. Why do they always enunciate like that with that kind of high traveling? Me? Like the Manian call of an Indian, you know? Me? Whoop? Me? It's kind of frightening. We don't have an adult section. Should mention that. Why do you call it adult pictures? I don't know really when you think about it. You come in here, you know, it's always the guys who like have the trench coats on and they walk in. Hey, pal, you got any of those blue movies? Oh, here's a blue movie for you. It's called Vibe, Blue Boss. And come on. You know, one of those blue movies, you know, where you see nudity and 2 people in a... There's some little dance there, like Ed Norton, you know, you got a little... Well, recreation's over here in sports, you know. No, we don't have any blue movies. Sure. They call them adult movies. What's so adult about people grunting and groaning and this one's in this position? I don't understand that, but we don't have that. We are going to put in a bar mitzvah section and home movie section over here to give us some time. But, how are we running out of time? Who else wants to get up here? I'm making a fool of myself. Come on, who are you? Keep going? Yes, you're waiting for me to fall. Yes, I know you are. Impersonations. Do I do any? Jimmy Stewart. But I don't do Jimmy Stewart from Like It's So Wonderful. That was a boring. The period when he was really bad news, you know, the guy who never curses. You know those westerns he did in the 50s? Have you ever seen like a real bad western? You know the ones where like, well, you know the guy who can't curse around the house anyway. You know he's probably walking around the house going, oh, fudge you. Oh, stick it in your ear. I ain't talking to you. You're getting me steamed. I do the ones like the westerns where he's like a threatening guy. Yeah, Jimmy Stewart's threatening, yeah, right. In a western, he's got to shoot the guy off the horse. You know, it's like, oh, I got a gun over here. You better get off. I can shoot it, you know. I'm gonna hurt you. Gosh, so someone might get hurt around here. You might hurt somebody. Put that rifle down. Got like Kate Hepburn disease. I'm waiting for the shake one day, you know, with those bobbing dogs like a car, you know? But that's something altogether differently. We have a horror section, too, I think I should mention. The horror section, we running out of tape here, can I? Please, I'm really enjoying you roast here. Just keep on. In the horror section, I get the people who come up there with the turned-up caps and the glasses, you know, the ones like breathing it out, but they don't, you know they're there, but you don't, they say half-finished sentences. You know, some other people, you know, you're working here. They got this one over here. Oh, this is good. Hey, honey, you want to see aliens again? Look at them exploding heads. Like Jimmy Stewart's cousin or something, you know? It's like, hey, pal, don't slobber in the tapes. We gotta clean up later on. I know they're like a mess for us, huh? They're like, hey, I can really go for mutilated nuns from hell. You got that one? Oh, I haven't seen that one in years. Well, pal, I don't, but I'm standing right back over here, okay? Oh, please, I need a fix. I want 4 movies, and I want to see people hurt. I want ones with blood in the title. Mark Bloody Birthday to Me, Bloody Mamas, Bloody Knees, Bloody Toes. I want to see anything with blood in it. I want people hurt real bad. Alright, well, I got an assistant manager named Hope. We'll bring him on, we'll time him for you. We'll get him some bats. I'm going to make fun of the guy. There's a guy here who works here. He's a Buddhist. And he's kind of a frantic type of guy. And he's sort of like a type of guy, like he just runs all over the place. Can you agree? You gotta pay attention. There's a quiz later on.
Yeah, I've seen him with his track shorts running up and down the aisle.
Does this guy know? And the guy's like states the obvious. When we clean up here at night, it's sort of like he smokes a lot, so you get the cigarette hanging out of his mouth, you know. So it kind of raises the eyebrows when he dances. He dances a lot, you know. So it's like, you know what you could do, man? If you can clean the carpet here, that would be good. That does seem to be the idea now, doesn't it, huh? You know, things like that kind of worry me. You know, you wonder who's employing you. What else can I talk about here while I'm boring you to tears? Come on, give me a topic here. Don't you know a topic?
John Tower.
Don't know him personally. Don't know. Sex, huh? How about lack of there, folks, okay? That's true, it's true. I know you're looking at me and you're seeing a strapping young fella, right? Right? Pretty good, huh? I know the belt's mutilated somewhat, all right? I know. But I'm working on a blockbuster. Oh, salary here. But anyway, the point is, I had a couple of girlfriends. I had a blind date last week with a girl who used to model for, you know those postcards with like, I survived the Jewish mother, the ones with the mohawk down the back of their head. You know those ones? I had a date like that. You know the ones with the glasses, the postcards, Statue of Liberty with the guy? That kind of look? Yeah, that date was one of those. It was really nice. Every time we're talking, like I'm talking about old music and stuff, like, yeah, I like monkeys. She goes, yeah, I love the blow monkeys when they're dead. Yeah. Sorry about that. So we were getting together and stuff, and, what I missed? What happened?
Well, your time's up.
Oh, sorry. Thank you very much, folks. You'll see me correcting tape sometimes over there.
Thank you very much. Okay, that was great. All right, our next act is a little bit of smaller nature. Tanya Lerner? What do you do for a living, Tanya?
Go to school.
Oh, you go to school. Okay, how much you make?
Nothing.
Oh, you work for free. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Hi, I'm supposed to tell you a joke, so here it goes. Once there was a Polish guy, an Italian guy, a Russian guy, and an American guy. And they all went on a boat. And the driver said there's too much weight on the boat. So the Polish guy jumps off and says, this is for my country. And then the driver says there's still too much weight on the boat. So the Italian guy jumps off the boat and says, this is for my country. And then the Russian guy and the American guy are looking at each other. And the American guy sneaks up behind the Russian guy and pushes him off the boat. And the American guy, this is for my country.
Do you have any other jokes? That was very good. Thank you. Another big round of applause for Tanya. There we go. All right, Tanya. She gets a T-shirt. What size did you give her? Extra large? That should fit. Okay. All right, who's next? Do we have anyone else who's an aspiring comedian who wants to get a tape sent to Hollywood, California, where it'll be looked at by executives of MCA excuse me, RCA Columbia Pictures. I'm sure they're going to be studying this film very closely, and they're going to do it for one day, I'm sure. I'm sure they'll do nothing else but for one day, but look at every one of these little films with a microscope, and one of you, I'm sure, will be a feature presentation on a movie one day. Okay. This is a big NCAA time. Everyone's in a pool out there, you know? All of a sudden you see people walking around like Arizona University shirts, you know? Hey, my favorite player is Sean Elliott. The guy never even heard of him a week ago. All of a sudden he's his favorite player now, you know? He's in an office pool with him. He's got $5 in the pool. He's going to win $25. The guy's got posters of Elliott all over the wall now. Okay, that's a little NCAA joke now. Who's next? Who's next? What about the alarm salesman? How about an alarming subject up here? Let's just have a little interview with the alarm salesman. Come on. Oh, we can't. He's still up there looking at the sprinkler system. He's figuring out the digital display monitor when the alarm goes off when it's broken into. Okay. What about these two young lads? No? Here we go. How about the guy with the pad there? You've donned that pad for about an hour now. Maybe you want to talk about it, how it feels in the hand, the texture of the pad. Maybe that'll be some interesting stuff, you know? The grip, are you losing your grip on the pad, or it's still pretty secure?
That's pretty secure.
Pretty secure, okay. He's secure on the grip. A lot of people just wandered in maybe after school. Thank you. She wants to look at a movie in this section, but it's a little embarrassed by the camera, right? Come on up. She wants to look at, all right, what do you want? Nick Nolte, oh, Weeds, huh? This your man, huh? Hunk, huh? Nick Nolte. Quite a fellow, huh? Willow. Oh, you're more on the Willow line, okay. Another guy big in the news now is Pete Rose, isn't he? What do you think Pete Rose is going to, 3 things Pete Rose is going to do this week? He's going to enter the office pool, and they're going to guess when he's going to get suspended. He's going to take a father and son day at OTB. And what's the third? Does anyone else have a third thing that, perhaps the cameraman knows what the third thing will be? No, okay, he's going to bet against his own team, that way you can't lose. Pete Rose, a gambling man. Okay. Who's next? Who's going to go up here next? How about you with the fancy colored sweatsuit? No. Decided, come on up. I'm going to take you through a joke, you know? I'm going to engineer you through a joke. You know, when a pilot in the movies can't fly his plane right, and they talk him in from the tower, we'll do the same type of thing here, you know? I'll take you through a joke. Here we go. All right, you ready? Okay. What's your name, first of all?
Craig.
That's not a joke, though. Okay, who's next? Right, okay. What's your name?
Brian.
Brian, okay. You guys look like you got your collars up, huh? A little extra starch in the collar?
Yeah. Yeah.
You got your collars down?
No, I don't know.
You don't know? It looks down to me. Now it's up. There you go. Now you guys got matching collars. Okay, you must know a joke. What about when you sit around the lunchroom eating those bologna sandwiches? You must tell jokes, huh?
Yeah, I hate bologna.
No bologna. So what about you? Salami. Little salami joke. Here we go.
I hate salami.
What do you guys eat? Quiche? What do you guys, some Great Neck? Eat a little quiche with some, you're not from Great Neck? Where are you from?
Douglaston.
Oh, Douglaston. Excuse me. Okay. So how about a joke? You guys must know one joke. How old are you?
11.
You're 11. How old are you?
11.
You guys have been alive for a combined 22 years and you can't come up with one joke? Why don't you play a little Family Feud, huddle in the corner, and come back with a joke? Okay, here we go. You have anything? No jokes, Doug. I'm surprised. I'm shocked. Okay. What do you guys study in school? Maybe your grades are jokes, are they? I hope not.
Yeah.
They are? All right, come on. I don't know what to say. What's the state of comedy in the youth of America today? These two young men don't have a joke. Okay, well, thanks a lot for your effort. You get a T-shirt, perhaps. Okay, who's next? Here we have 2 young guys. Ready? Oh, here we go. We got an orange man here. What do you have? What do you have? Syracuse in the NCAA pool, and you got this shirt. You have Georgetown in the pool. Oh, these young kids have pools now. Everyone's getting pools now. What kind of shirt do you have? Notre Dame. Oh, they bowed out early. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go, guys. Ooh, take a look at these shoelaces, guys. Look at that. Matched them, huh? Both rights, both lefts. Very good. All right, you ready for your jokes? All right. What's your name first?
Amit.
What? What?
Amit.
Amit. Okay, Amit. And who are you gonna meet? Keith. Amit, Keith. Here we go.
He's so ugly that when someone asks his parents who they resemble, they flip a coin and the loser says me.
Okay, do you have a joke, or you just sort of his straight man? It's not that good. Well, let the audience be the judge of that. Here we go. It's a dirty joke. Well, we got a soap salesman in the audience. He'll clean it up. Okay, here we go.
There was 3 people, and they were measuring whose dick was longer, and they went to the top of a building, and the first guy said that they just went down to the 50th floor, and the second guy goes, beat that. I mean, the first guy said that the second guy beat that. And the second went down to the 24th floor to beat that. And the third guy was moving around like this, and he goes, both 2 guys go, what is he doing? He goes, I'm dodging traffic.
You must say those jokes while eating your bologna sandwiches. All right, good job, guys. Okay, anyone else? Oh, Ed, here we go. Ed's up there. Ed McMahon Jr. You could do a comedy act. He's not going to just do one joke. He's going to do an act. You know what the difference between an act and a joke is?
I have a joke too.
Okay, here we go, Eddie.
Okay.
Take it away, Edward.
As you know, I'm off from school today, and it's because of Holy Thursday. I don't get it. There's Fat Tuesday, Ash Wednesday, Holy Thursday, Good Friday, party on the weekend. What the hell happened to Monday? Hangover Monday from the partying on the weekend. What I hate really in New York is the street signs. Why do they put the dead end signs all the way at the end of the street? And the wrong way signs, don't you think it's a little too late? Deer crossing. How do the deers know to cross there? What the worst one is slow children or slow school. Slow children. Walking in front. Yeah. I'll tell a joke. This kid in Sunday school always falls asleep, and the kid behind him always rams a pencil up his ass to wake him up. So the teacher says, "Who is the son of Laura?" The kid dozes off. The kid behind him rams the pencil up his ass. He says, "Jesus Christ." So the teacher says, "Very good." Of course, it's religion, Catholic school. So, he says, he dozes off again. The teacher says, "Who is the holiest of holiest?" The kid behind him rams the pencil up his ass. He says, "Oh, God!" So the teacher, she thinks to herself, she says, "He's getting them all right. I better get him a trick question." So she says, "Okay, what did Eve say to Adam after their 40th child?" So the kid dozes off. The kid behind him rams the pencil up his ass. Kid jumps up, turns around, and says, "If you stick that thing up me one more time, we're going to take this out up your ass."
Eddie, here, stay a second, Eddie. Eddie, here we go. Eddie, that was a tremendous display of jokes, one after another. Where'd you get that routine from?
I made it up. I think one of the signs is also this is from my teacher. Ever a garbage truck? It says, "Don't follow." Like someone gets into their car and they want to follow a garbage truck around all day, just watching the garbage.
Eddie, have you been driving a car? You like one of those kids who jump in behind the wheel of the car and drive like 100 miles an hour down the LIE?
No, my mom does that for me.
Who does, Eddie? How about your dad? Is he a good driver too?
I don't know. We just spent 15 minutes trying to back into the driveway so he doesn't have to bother backing out.
Well, at least he got in there, right?
He got in there.
So, yeah, that's what counts. You got in there, right? And now you did your routine. Oh, here we go. Oh, he flipped his coat around. There we go. All right, good job. All right, Eddie, thank you. Yeah, another hand for Eddie. Young comedian on the move, Eddie. Ready, steady, Eddie. There he is.
My name's Ezra.
Excuse me?
My name's Ezra.
Azareth?
Ezra.
Azari. Who said Eddie?
She's got it and you don't need it.
Oh, excuse me.
I mean, how old are you? 9. She's 9 and you're...
Older. I'm older than 9,
40
yeah.
something, whatever.
Okay. Do we have anyone else in the audience out there
I
ready?
don't like magic.
Now, this gentleman in the red coat here looks like he's just got an awesome display of jokes. Brandeis, hey. Here we go. Turn around here. We got a young man from Brandeis. Is that where you want to go to school? Yeah, step back. Whoa! Okay, here we go. Step up. There we go. No, step back. There we go. No, just kidding. All right. You go to Brandeis?
My brother does.
Your brother does. What does he study at Brandeis?
I don't know.
You ever see him with a book? What does he do when he comes home on vacation? Don't know. Well, face the camera and tell a little joke.
Why didn't the skeleton cross the road?
Why? What?
He had no guts.
All right, that could be a winner. Take his name down. Hey, put your name down, Mr. Brandeis. Hey, find that guy. Chase him down the road, get his name, and give him a shirt. Okay. Got a lot of young people contributing. I feel like Bob McAllister up here on Wonderama, you know. Kids are people too. Waka-do, waka-do. Okay. What about the professor over here? You ready for a joke? Oh, your son? That was your son. He's wonderful talent there. Okay. Who's next? All right. Looks like Douglas. Gas station. Okay. Ezzy looks like he's finished for the night. Oh, he's back. Here he is. Encore. Ezzy. Ezzy.
Did I tell you I like this? I asked them to my side to videotape them.
Ezzy, what do you think of your mug? Let's look at this mug a second, Ezzy. Beautiful, white, RCA Columbia Pictures home video mug, Ezzy. It is special, isn't it? Okay, you got a quarter? Maybe you could do a little joke for that. Okay, take over the microphone again, Ezzy, and I'll step out of here, Ezzy. No, he just comes up with a mug and runs. Said eat and run, mug and run. Okay. It's a common thing in New York, right? Mug and run. I've seen it done a lot. Too many times. Looks like we're getting a little congregation of a crowd here. Perhaps somebody up there would like to dabble in a little humor? Perhaps not. All ready? Who here thinks Great Neck's an expensive place to live? Oh, you do? The other day I was looking at a little condo, you know, I wanted a little studio apartment, and I saw, you know, the numbers at 946-6530-215. I said, wow, that's a pretty long phone number. I call up the place, they tell me that's the price of the joint. Okay. Do we have anyone next who wants to try a little humor? I don't know. Oh, he's inching up. He's inching. Oh, he's going back. At this point, I'd like to summarize so far the acts. I think they've all been very good, and everyone's given an extremely good effort, and I'd like to see some more jokes from you up there to keep the show going, to keep it at the same level it's been at. How about the gentleman with the beard and the eyeglasses? No. Neeks, hey, the motorcyclist is still here. How you doing? All right. How's the bike doing out there? Good? All right, you got a kick-started, huh? Okay. I'm gonna walk out here, I'll have two black eyes and a broken nose. You know. You look like you have a joke. Come on, you look like you're the class cut-up, the class clown, always telling jokes in the back of the class. Here's your big opportunity to step up here. Come on. He's too shy. All his humor genes were given to his son. He was a... We have Ezzy's mother up here now who's going to attempt some humor. Perhaps, hopefully, he got his humor genes from her, so she'll... she doesn't have jeans on, though. She has slacks, so we'll see how that will affect the show. Okay, all right, that's good. You got it off to a good start. Here you go.
You have to move over a little bit. Get right in there. See a little
There's
red
no
light?
clip, is there?
No clip? There's a clip?
No.
No, there's a
Afraid
trap
of
door
the clip,
behind you, though.
Stage fright. This is a little bit of a British joke, you know. There once was a man, and he did not have any arms, and he had a slight limp because he was missing a leg. And I think he also was missing 3 of his eyes. And he was hitchhiking. Lo and behold, a car stops, and the man says, I think you're armless. I'm in. Oh well. A little bit of slack humor. Okay. Of course your mother taught you not to kiss any birds. You know why? You know why?
No, I'm not familiar with why.
Okay, because you may get chirpies and it's untweetable.
It's a canarial disease.
Okay, a canarial disease. As he throws it in from the background. You got the comedy family. Remember back in the old days, you had Saturday, you had the Louds, you had the Whiners. They're the comedy family. What's your last name? Berkowitz. Ezzy Berkowitz and family, the comedy family. Must be fun to be on a family trip with the comedies, huh? Must be a lot of fun at the dinner table. What do you do, throw mashed potatoes at each other's heads? You throw up on the table. That's what you do. Great meal, Mom. Okay. Looks like that, things are slowing down here, but we're going to pick it up. Now, we mentioned the NCAA before, and everyone's in pools, and a lot of people put a lot of money on these intelligent athletes. How many just screw a light bulb? One athlete, but he gets 3 college credits for it. Okay. Now, we have someone else coming up here? We have a contestant. The gentleman who just finished his first novel in scarf and in the tweed jacket over there. Are you ready? No, he's not ready. Is anyone out there? Joseph, there we go. Here we go. Here we go. You ready? We have Tanya 2, the sequel. Okay, here we go, Tanya. You ready?
There's this girl, and the boy asked her to go climb up a tree. So she went home and told her mom. She goes, Mommy, Mommy, a boy offered to pay me $1 to climb up a tree. And her mom said, No, 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 he only wants to see your underwear. So, well, she wears this dress every day to school. So the next day she went, and the same boy asked to offer her $5. And she goes home and asks her mommy, 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 the same boy wants offer me $5 to climb the tree. And then her mom says, No, 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 he only wants to see your underwear. So the third time she went up, she said, Mommy, Mommy, a boy gave me $20 to climb up the tree. And her mom said, No, 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 he only wants to see your underwear. And she said, I told him I didn't wear any.
Man, a little clever joke. Here you go. A little round of applause for Amanda. Tanya, I'm sorry. I'm tough for names. Tanya, I'm sorry. Nice joke. Thank you, Tanya. Very nice. Okay, we're still celebrating Punchline's first anniversary on home video, and so far it's been an excellent turnout. A lot of good jokes, and Tom Hanks should be proud, along with Sally Field and all the producers who made the movie possible in Hollywood. And I think when they view this film, they'll be very pleased with the results and the humor that's told here in Great Neck. Great Neck is known as a comedy-type atmosphere, and if we have some more people from the audience to step up and prove that, that's what we're looking for right now. Do you see anybody? We got a lot of browsers, I noticed, looking at some videos, but they don't want to tell any jokes. Okay. As we pan the camera around. Okay, we got a joke. Here we go. The man who just finished his first book. Here we go. What was the title of the book you just finished?
Telling Jokes.
Telling Jokes. Okay, what's your name?
Les Stoller.
Les Stoller. Here we go, Les. Take it away, Les.
This new joke is going around these days. I don't know if anyone heard it yet. Maybe someone told it here tonight. It's very quick. Does anybody know the name of Salman Rushdie's new book, which will be soon released? Buddha the Big Fat Slob? No? You haven't heard it? All right. That's it. Thanks, folks.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Les Stoller, a big round of applause. Okay. Okay. Do we have any? I believe we have a joke from a young man who's not yet ready. He's still rehearsing a little bit. Okay, I have a little request from the establishment here that we have to keep all the jokes clean because there's been some complaints. So we want everything on the level now.
What does that mean? Just clearly, can you suggest things, or can you just can't say curses? Or...
Well, you know, if you remember the 7 words that not allowed to say on television, those are the 7 words which we want to try to keep away, and that's by the great comic. Who knows? Does anyone know who said those 7 words? This is a little test out there. George Carlin. He's considered, along with some of the other ones, the greatest comedian of our time. Definitely a clever cleaver, that George Carlin. Okay.
I got enough. Why not? That's
Okay, does anyone have a joke? I guess I'm gonna... Oh, you are, actually? Okay. That's good, okay. Okay, Mila Pitt. Okay, here we go. Our next contestant is what number do we have now? 12, 13? Number 17, Mila Pitt. All right, here we go. Miles and miles of jokes from Mila Pitt. Here we go.
Okay. There's this woman walking along the beach with her baby, right? So she's walking along. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, this huge tidal wave comes and sweeps the baby out of her arms. And she's standing there. She can't believe it. Her baby is gone. So she falls down on her knees and she starts to pray, God, give me my baby back. I'll do anything. I'll be good. Please, I just want my baby back. All I want is my baby. And this is going on and on. She's there. Finally, an hour later, a miracle. All of a sudden, a big tidal wave comes again, and the baby is back in her arms. And she can't believe it. And she looks at the baby, and she looks at God, and she says, he had a hat. That's where we go. I have another one. These two guys, every day, sit and have lunch. Luigi and Giuseppe, right? So they come, these guys are construction workers, right? Giuseppe and Luigi open up their lunch boxes, and Giuseppe says, hey, Luigi, what do you got for lunch? So Luigi says, I got an eggplant parmesan, I got a ravioli, I got a jug of wine, a loaf of bread. Ah, what a beautiful lunch. He says, hey, Giuseppe, what do you got? So Giuseppe opens his lunchbox, looks in his lunchbox and says, I got a peanut butter and a jelly sandwich. So the next day, Luigi and Giuseppe go to have lunch. Luigi opens up his lunchbox. I think it's Luigi, yeah. And he says, look what I got today. I got a clams marinara. I got a jug of wine, a loaf of bread. I got an antipasto. I don't believe what a beautiful lunch. Hey, Giuseppe, what do you got? So Giuseppe opens up his lunchbox. He says, I don't believe I got a peanut butter and a jelly sandwich again. Next day, same thing happens. Every day, one lunch is more beautiful than the next. For Luigi and Giuseppe, he's got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So Friday comes around, and Luigi is so mad. And finally, Giuseppe says to him, what do you got? He goes, I got a peanut butter and a jelly sandwich again. I don't believe. So he goes, hey, Giuseppe, Luigi, why don't you ask for your wife to make you something else? And he says, what a wife? I'll make it myself.
Thank you very much. That was Mila Pitts. From where, Mila?
Great Neck.
Great Neck. Oh, didn't travel far to get here, huh? Okay. Anybody next?
Yeah, we have one.
Oh, we have somebody. Here we go. New blood. That's what we've been looking for. This is the essence of the comedy night. A little bit of new blood. What's your name?
Nessa May.
Nessa May. What's your last name? Nessa May Glasser. Okay, so it's not Nessa May. Okay, I thought you were Miss May, but you're Nessa May Glasser. Okay, here we go, Nessa May Glasser.
Okay, this is not a bedtime story. This is actually a cocktail hour story. Actually, when you've had a few cocktails, it's even better. It's called Prinderella and the Sins. Once upon a while, there was a giddy little pearl named Prinderella. She lived with a Mickaway-Stuther and her two sister uglers, and she was very unhappy because the Mickaway-Stuther made her wean the clindos, love the scraws, pine the shots and shams. One day, the King issued a proclamation that all the Gerald Earls have to attend the Drancy Festival. Prinderella couldn't go to the Drancy Festival because all she had was a wordy dread. Well, the Mickaway-Stuther and the two sister uglers went off to the Drancy Festival, and Prinderella sat down and scribed. All of a sudden, her Mary Fargother came. Mary Fargother said, Prinderella, why are you crying? She says, I'm going to go to the Drancy Festival and all I have is this wordy drag. And she says, look, I will change your wordy drag into a Drancy Fest. I will change the pumpkin into a parrot if you promise to be home by the milk of Stridnight. And off Prinderella went to the Drancy Festival. All night long she danced with the Sins. At the milk of Stridnight, she ran down the Stralis steps, and on the way down the Stralis steps, she slopped her dripper. Well, the next day, the king issued a proclamation that all the jailable earls have to slide on the tripper. The Mickawed Stubbers slide on the tripper, didn't it? The two Sister Uglies slide on the tripper, still didn't it? But when Prinderella slide on the tripper, it fit it, and Prinderella and the Stints were married and lived happily ever after.
Hey, Ellen May Pitts. Thank you, Ellen May. Okay, pick up your parting gifts on the way out. T-shirt. Here you go. No, you get a Columbia Pictures home video coffee cup here for your favorite That's right, for your favorite beverage in the morning. Right.
Thank you.
Okay, now, who's our next? Do we have another contestant? Okay. Oh, you don't have a jacket? I didn't recognize you without the leather on, buddy. What'd you do? Shed the leather?
It's not a jean jacket.
Oh, you're the one with the jean jacket. Oh, you're playing tricks on me. Little leather jeans? Okay, come in tight a little bit. All right. And what's your name again? Refresh my memory.
Brian.
Brian. Brian what?
Russell.
From Queens, right? Famous Brian Russell from Queens. Here we go, Brian. Here's a little joke, Brian.
Okay. If a rooster was on top of a barn and he laid an egg and it rolled off the barn and dropped 20 feet on a rock, would it break?
Yeah.
No, roosters don't lay eggs.
Brian, testing our intelligence out there, huh, Brian? Okay. All right. Oh, Brian, you get a mug for that joke. Brian, come on up here, Brian. All right, give Brian and his mug a little hand. Okay. Who's next? Do we have anyone else here? Oh, we're keeping it in the family now. We got Ezzy's father is coming up here. Here we go. What's your name?
Abe.
Abe Ezzy Berkowitz. Abe Berkowitz. Here you go, Abe.
Hi, just a little story about a Texan that goes to London, and he sits down and has some British tea. The waiter says, "What type of tea would you prefer?" He says, "We have the orange pekoe tea, which is 90% substance and 10% aroma. We have the King's Flagstaff tea, which is 10% substance and 90% aroma. And of course, we have the Queen's tea, which is preferred." Texas, well, back in Texas, we've got 3 types of tea too. We have the SHIT, which is 90% substance and 10% aroma. We have the we've got the FART, which is 10% substance and 90% aroma. And we have the CUNT, which is, of course, preferred.
Okay, that wasn't too dirty because he spelled it out. If he spells it out, it's okay. All right, we have another joke from Ella May.
Ella May.
Is it? Okay, Nessa May. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Nessa May.
I laughed too hard.
This young man comes into his house, and his mother instructs him that he is never, never allowed to play up in her bedroom. And the mother goes out shopping, and of course he runs upstairs, and the first thing he does is go play in her bedroom. He hears the front door opening, and so he jumps into the closet. The mother then proceeds up to the bedroom with her boyfriend. They get into bed, continue, and suddenly the front door opens again, and she yells, "Oh my God, it's my husband, quick, get in the closet." So he runs into the closet, and suddenly he hears, "Oh, I'm so scared." And the guy goes, shut up, I'll give you $10, just keep quiet." "Oh, I'm so scared." "I'll give you $25 for your sled, just be quiet, be quiet." The next morning, Mom comes down for breakfast, and her little son is sitting at the table counting this big wad of money. She says, "Where did you get that money?" He says, "I can't tell you." She says, "You've got to tell me where you got that money." "I can't tell you." "If you don't tell me where you got that money, you're going to church, you're going into confession, and there's no other." She drags him to the church, she throws him into the confession box, closes the door, and he goes, "Oh, I'm so scared." And suddenly he hears, "Oh, kid, don't pull that shit on me again." But Thornburg's joke.
Okay, thank you very much. You already have your party mug, so do we have anything else we can give her?
Yeah, how about
How about the party? Okay. Do we have anything else? How about one of these things right here? Are these gifts? No? No, these stay. I'm sorry. Hey, what about the speaker? You want to take the speaker home? How about this? The stand. That would be nice in your house, huh? 2 speakers you want.
Want some dialect?
You want some dialect jokes? Sure. We might have someone else coming up, though. I don't know. Does anyone else want to give it a whirl?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them.
Okay, you ready? Okay, they're coming up separately.
They know all the
They know all the jokes. They're coming up separately. Before this, he didn't have a joke, but he seems to have one now. What's your name again? Refresh it.
Craig.
Craig from Queens, right? Craig from Great Neck, but isn't your friend from Queens?
I moved.
Oh, you moved. Okay. Well, here's a joke. No, that's fine. All right, let's hear a joke now.
3 mice die and go to heaven. God says to the mice, take a look around and see how you like it. So, and I'll get back to you in a few days. So, a few days later, God gets back to the mice, and the mice say, "Oh, it's so big, it's so beautiful, but we find it hard to get around." So the guy gives them roller skates. A few days later, a cat dies and goes to heaven. God says to the cat, take a look around, see how you like it, and I'll get back to you in a few days. A few days later, God gets back to the cat, and the cat says, "It's so big, it's so beautiful, and you even have Meals on Wheels."
Okay, come here for a second. One quick second. Does anyone have any idea who this young man looks a little bit like?
Yes.
Who? That's it. Hey,
Oh,
Angie.
my hero, right?
Angie Dice Clay. Is he your hero?
Yes.
You think you
He
could?
didn't tell us jokes.
Well, tell some Dice Clay jokes. Come on. Couple.
I don't think any Dice Clay jokes to be
That's all right, but just sort of censor it a little bit. Come on. Come on. Go up on little Dice Clay. Come on. Dice. Come on. You can do it. No, he doesn't want to do it, but we figured out who he looks like. That's the most important thing at this point.
Why don't we have a look-alike contest?
Dice Clay lookalike. All right, well, we'll switch all the signs. Instead of Blockbuster Comedy Amateur Night, it's the Dice Clay lookalike contest. And you ready? Nervous? Okay, here we go. What number contestant do we have right now? 22. Contestant number 22. Some of the greatest athletes in the history of sports have worn 22. Does that mean anything to you?
Yeah.
Can you name one athlete who wore number 22?
No.
Mercury Morris of the great Miami Dolphins teams back in the 70s. How about someone else? Do we have any sports fans who know who wore number 22? Dave DeBusschere for the New York Knicks. He wore number 22. Okay, now that we have those great shooting guard for the 76ers. Who was it? Boston Strangler. No, it's not coming to me right now. Who is it? Andrew Toney. Okay, that was some foot troubles, but let's get to some jokes now. What's your name?
Michael Zapp.
Michael Zapp. Where are you from?
Little Neck.
Okay, Little Neck. Let's zap us with some jokes. Michael Zapp from Little Neck. Here we go. Take it away, babe.
This is not really a joke, but this is what happened to my father. He was going to the bank and he had a 2x4 in the back of the car and he stuck it out the side of the window. And, well, he got into the bank and he just made a stop, like backwards, and the wood went through the back window and into the bank. And so the next day, he comes back and this woman says, "Isn't that the guy with the 2x4 that went through the bank window?" I got no one. These two people, this is a real story. These two people, and they went to this Chinese store, and Chinese food store, and the guy with his wife sits down, and the Chinese guy comes over and says, "You ready to order?" He says, "Yeah, do you have any drinks?" And then he goes, "Well, I don't know." And then he asks him, "Is there any Chinese Jews?" And then the Chinese guy he says, "Wait a second." And then he goes into the kitchen, and a few minutes later, he comes back out, and he says, "We got orange juice, pineapple juice, but no Chinese juice."
Okay, thank you very much. That reminds me of a little joke along the same lines. What do you call a Japanese Jewish restaurant? Sosumi. Okay. Got a couple of smiles out there. Cute. It's cute. That joke has cute status to it. Okay. Now we have a joke? Okay. Did you sign in? It's like, what's my line? Did he sign in? Yes, he did sign in. Okay. You ready? Okay, we're ready when you are. What's your name?
Jerry Berkowitz.
Jerry Berkowitz, you're in the family too.
Not proud of it.
Oh, you're a brother of,
Yes.
you're a brother of, okay. Jerry Berkowitz. Are you a dentist?
No, I'm not a dentist.
You're not a dentist. What is your occupation, if I may ask?
I'm a marketing manager.
Marketing manager. Okay, Jerry, here we go.
Well, first I just want to take a cheap shot at your Japanese joke. Chinese restaurant, Chinese kosher restaurant. Some dumb guy. Anyway. 3 kids just come back from Sunday school and they're having a heavy discussion about what happens when you die and what actually happens to your body. The first kid says, well, when you die, the first thing that goes to heaven is your head, because that's what's closest. Second kid says, oh, no, it's your hands, because you reach up and God pulls you up. The third kid turns out and said, oh, no, it's your feet. And the other one says, how do you know? Well, last night I was in my parents' bedroom, and my mom's legs were straight up in the air. She was saying, oh, God, I'm coming.
Okay, another great joke from the great line of Berkowitz joke tellers. Thank God the Berkowitzes showed up tonight, or we'd have about a 10-minute show tonight. You don't? That's right. Okay. Maybe they'll rent out the Berkowitz for entertainment. Hey, let's invite the Berkowitzes over tonight. We'll have some fun. Oh, you want a joke? Okay, here she goes. What's your name? Jennifer what?
Michelle.
Jennifer Michelle? And what's your last name?
That's it.
Oh, that's not your middle name. Okay, Jennifer Michelle. Here we go. I'm just teasing you. Where are you from?
Great Neck.
Great Neck. Great Neck, north or south?
South.
Oh, that north's tough end of town. Okay, here we go, Jennifer. Here's a joke.
Well, you know what I really hate? I hate when people tell, like, original jokes, like, why did chicken cross the road? And, like, people always try to make up some really weird ending. Then when you say it gets to the other side, they think it's so funny, like it's the most really hysterical thing. Then there's people that only like to tell dumb jokes. Like, they try to make it dumb. Like, what do mice wear to gym? Squeakers. Like, and then there's, like, men jokes. Most all men jokes are mostly about what's below the belt. Everyone has a different opinion about jokes. When you ask for a definition of a joke, they go, something to make you laugh. Most jokes are really stupid. So when they tell the joke, the people laugh because it's stupid. It's really hard to find a really good joke because no one really knows what really is a joke. A joke can be anything. Just a sentence, anything.
Jennifer, a little theory on joke telling. Maybe she'll go on to be a professor of jokeology at NYU, perhaps. She looks like she's got the talent for that. Okay. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the cameraman tonight, Mr. Doug Oranger. He's had his eyes squinting behind the camera all day. He's an employee of RCA Columbia Pictures, and he's doing a very good job tonight. And the Blockbuster family here seems to be very satisfied with his work. Do we have anyone else who wants to tell a joke now that we're giving some credits here? Anybody ready? I'm looking around. A lot of people are staying away from this section. They're scared of the camera, they're scared of the microphone, scared of me. Okay. Who here's a sports fan out there?
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. This is Doug Orange, the merchandiser from New York. We are here at intermission at Blockbuster Video in Great Neck, New York. Everything's going very well here. We have a little space in the tape to kill some time, so I figured I might as well come in and kill that time. We look forward to a good second half. Thank you.
Okay, the Berkowitz's jokes are a little bit suspect at times. Tanya. Suggestive. Tanya's ready for a third joke of the night. Tanya, yes. Oh, you want some mug? Okay, here we go. Mug somebody, baby. There you go. Okay, Tanya, ready for number 3? Tanya, number 3. Tanya strikes back, number 3. Here we go.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Why?
To get to Mexico, so they don't celebrate Thanksgiving.
So don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I think that's one of those jokes you have to explain, okay?
They can't celebrate Thanksgiving.
Okay. Oh, Mexico doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving. I see. Okay. Oh, you get a mug for that one, Tanya, certainly. You get 2 mugs for that, Tanya. The cameraman doesn't want to give 2. Oh, he does now. Okay. Here we go, Tanya. How many do you have now? You're stockpiling mugs, huh? You have your 5th mug now? 2 mugs? Okay. How about a t-shirt? Do you have a t-shirt too? Yeah, you need anything else? You want a box, Tanya? Oh, bye. Berkowitz are leaving. It's like 2 people left in the audience. Okay. Bye. Berkowitzes have left. It's a sullen moment has taken upon Blockbuster Video with the Berkowitzes gone. Yes? Excuse me? That's right, the Berkowitzes gone. They came here for the giveaways. Now they've just stepped off the plane from the coast. How was that club on Rodendo Drive?
The way I say it or the way you say it?
The way you say it.
Nesame.
Nesame.
Mucho.
Nesame.
Everybody else says it, so I figured I'd see you do it.
Okay, Nesame Mucho. Now, Nesame is going to practice some of her improv skills. I'm going to name a dialect and a joke, and she's going to go with it. The first joke we're going to go with, or the first subject. Okay, when she does that, it means I have her. The first subject is St. Patrick's Day in an Irish dialect. And let's see how she does it.
Bridget Murphy's walking down the street. She sees Bridie across the street, and she waves, "Top of the morning to you, Bridie." Bridie says, "I'll not be talking to you today." And she says, "Why not, Bridget? I say top of the morning to you every day." She says, "Well, I'll not be talking to you today." And she says, "And why not?" She says, "Because you went around telling everybody that my husband had a wart on the end of his penis." She says, "I never said such a thing." She says, "You did too. You told everybody in the neighborhood." She says, "I never did the same." She says, "I said it only felt like a wart on the end."
Okay, that was... Okay, we got to try to keep the jokes of ethnic groups to a minimum because it could be offensive to somebody who's patronizing Blockbuster Video.
Okay.
Oh, but I mean, that one was fine though, of course. That's it, huh? You have nothing to talk about now. I guess, do we have any new blood out there? Now, we have a young man who's just stepped off the Ivy League bus. We hear he's a student at Yale University, and he's going to tell us little jokes. Here we go. Mr. Joseph Applebaum. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. I got a fine joke here from a friend of mine. Why'd the monkey fall out of the tree? Why? Because he was dead. Thank you. Okay, little Ivy League humor from Joey Applebaum. Okay, Joe. We've had construction workers come up and give like 30-minute jokes, and an Ivy Leaguer comes up and talks for about 30 seconds and throws the mic in my hand. All right, not to say construction workers aren't intelligent, though, of course. What we were talking about before was custodial. Whoa, oh boy. Have you noticed, for your home viewers, they had a little picture of the ceiling there on your camera. That's okay, you with it. Let me just finish mine. Okay, so what I was saying before, custodial engineers have a reputation of not having the most intelligence, but that's not true at all, because, I mean, if you think about it, they've got like 1,000 keys on that little chain there, you know, and you go up to them and say, "Hey, can I have the key to the bathroom?" And they know exactly which it is. Would anyone else here have any idea to keep track of 1,000 keys on their chain? They're all the same keys. It's got to be. I mean, I couldn't even look. I mean, how long did they... Well, they've all been there like 30 years, so I guess, you know, you just happen to get them on the right key. Each year they learn another key. Okay, who's next? All right, we have a mother of one of the previous contestants. We'll see if comedy runs in the family. There's a little bit of a scientific discovery here. Okay, what's your name?
Arlene Feuerman.
Arlene Feuerman. Here we go, Arlene. Take it away.
Well, two nuns were walking down the street, and they overheard a conversation. When they got back to their Mother Superior, they said, "Mother, Mother, I overheard the most incredible thing. 2 rabbinical students were speaking Latin." No, sisters. It couldn't have been Latin. It had to be Hebrew. I'm telling you, Mother, it was Latin. Well, tell me, sisters, exactly what did you overhear? And this is the story. The 2 rabbinical students were walking down the street when they saw a tailor shop.
They said, oh, this is the tailor shop where Chaim Levy has our suits. Let's go in and pick them out. It was a very dark store. They took a look around and they said, I'd like to have my suits. Chaim comes out, he takes out these 2 suits. Rabbinical students always wear black suits. Dark in the store, they look, and they compare. This is blue. I'm telling you boys, black. You see this? Black is my suit. I think it's blue. Black, I'm telling you, you'll be perfect. The students take the suits, they pay them, they're $30 a piece. They walk out, and just then, the 2 sisters are walking down the street, and they go running up to the sisters, and they compare their sleeves to their sisters' sleeves, and they say, Pink has fucked us. The end.
Okay, thank you very much. A little round of applause, I think that was. 2 mugs, okay, 2 mugs. They've been drinking coffee from Dixie cups for about 3 years now, and now they have his and her mugs. You just spray paint Mom and Dad on those, and you'll be all set. Okay. Is anyone else? We're running out of time here. It's about 8:30 now. Comedy night's coming to an end. A lot of people are already home with their movies on, laughing, watching NCAAs, doing all kinds. Anyone out there ever watch NFL films? You watch those? Those are fun. You ever hear that guy's voice? He's got John Pusenda. You ever see when they have to profile like the 1987 Green Bay Packers? You know, what do you say about them? You know, the 1987 Green Bay Packers, led by place kick holder John Smith. Smith successfully handled more snaps from center than any other place kick holder in the history of the Packer organization. You know? And then you have the household names, the Packers, led by Smith, Jones, Williams, and Turner. You know, who ever heard of those guys? Okay, that's a little NFL humor. You gotta be an NFL fan to appreciate that. You've seen them, though, right? Can you relate to that? Okay, good. You want to come up? No, it's okay. It's okay. Sure, it's okay. Okay, that reminds me of another story. Okay, we're going to introduce you. What contestant? Did you sign in? This is like, what's my line? You have to sign in over here. Oh, okay, we're going to do it, what's your name? Number 26?
Yeah, Katerina Moronka.
Katerina Moronka. Katerina, come on, step in front of the mic, cheese a little bit. Nice little smile. There we go, all right. There we go.
Okay, one night a respectable accountant was pulled over for drunk driving, and he had to spend the night in jail. And he got stuck in a cell with this really big colored guy. And, don't tell this joke?
Yeah, no.
How about if I talk low?
No.
So, alright, here's a good one. Everyone heard this one. A bear and a rabbit were in the woods taking a crap. And the bear says to the rabbit, do you have a problem with the crap sticking to your fur? And the rabbit says, no, why? And he goes, sorry. And he grabs the rabbit and he wipes his fur with it. I thought that was funny. I'm sorry I can't tell my first joke. It's too dirty for the camera.
Thank you very much. Like we said before, we cannot tell any jokes of racial origin at all because they are offensive to everybody involved with Blockbuster Video and Columbia RCA Pictures, and we want to stay away from that type of. Oh, you have a joke? No. Okay, you just agree with the theories, all right? Okay, good. What do you study? Philosophy, ethics? You do? Where do you study that? High school, and you agree that you can't offend people in a public place, right? Okay, that's really intelligent of you. Now, do we have anyone else who wants to attempt humor? Nobody. Okay, here's another little something I'm thinking of. How about the guy, he's got the big part, you know, he's done something really terrific in his life, and they're going to do a life story about him, you know? And they say to him, okay, what are you going to do a story of you? He goes, all right. And they say to him, we're going to have Ernest Borgnine play. He goes, ah! Okay. Dice Clay, you didn't like that, did you? Dice, come on up here. Come on, Dice. Dice. You know, you must know, I mean, you pattern your dress after him, your hair, your shoes. You must know a couple of his jokes. Ooh, come on. Ooh, come on. Little Dice Clay action, come on.
Mary, Mary, quake and Troy, trim that pussy, it's to them, Mary.
Come on, it's all right. That's Dice Clay. That's okay. Dice is a legend in this area. He's from Brooklyn, close enough. No, but we have to keep it. No, but your joke was offensive. We can't tell any racial jokes at all. Well, that would have been okay, but once we hear a racial word come out, we've got to stop the joke. Those are the rules of the contest. I mean, a little dirty joke offends everybody on the same level.
How about that color conversation?
Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah.
Party lines. Still some material.
Cohen, introduce.
Okay.
Little
What's your name?
introduction.
Al Messina.
Al Messina? Okay, here we go. Our next guest has got a little bit of a routine, not just a joke here or there. He's a creative guy who's put together a little routine. Mike Ditka fan, obviously, by the sweatpants. Here we go. Mike Messina. Al Messina, I'm sorry. Not a name tonight. Here we go, Al.
How are you doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Good evening. Good evening. I've never performed before in front of an audience. I do have material that I did prepare, but like I said, I'm nervous, so please bear with me. You know, I ride a lot of public transportation because I do work in the city. I live out here. I got to take a bus, a train, and a cab to work, okay? First of all, what gets me on the bus, okay? I ride the bus. These people get on the bus. I wait 30, 40 minutes sometimes for a bus. People get on the bus. They don't have the money ready. They get on the bus. They got a $1 bill. Now, everybody knows the bus takes coin, okay? These people, the bus driver doesn't move until he's got the money ready, right? People... got change, nobody's got change. So we're waiting there. Finally somebody comes up, they got change. Okay, we leave. Okay, great, so we leave. What also gets me on the bus, and this is nothing against Christians now. Why is it you could always tell who they are, because when you pass a church, right away, and now it's nothing against you, but it's like in unison you do it too. It's almost like in sync. You went to Sunday school or something, you were beaten. You pass a church, you cross. I mean, it's the truth. I've seen it done. It's the truth. I ride the subway a lot, too, and you know what gets me in the subway? These bums who are in the subway. I have nothing against bums. You know, you could be homeless. Hey, it's your own choice. So, you know, I'm not against it. No, it's not racial.
It's not a racial joke.
This guy walks into the train, okay? This is a true story. This really happened. The guy walks in, really bad-looking, black guy, smelling really bad, okay? He's got a shirt and a shirt buttoned together. That's all he's wearing. This is in the summertime, and this is the truth. No shoes, dirty. Excuse me, people. You know, I don't smell too good today, and I'm not going to smell any better tomorrow. So if you could just spare some change, anything at all, a quarter, a nickel, anything at all, please. I'm thinking to myself, what is this guy going to do with a quarter? What's he going to do, open up a business? I mean, really, come on. I mean, he's going, you know, I don't smell so good. I mean, this guy didn't have an odor. He had an odear, okay? I mean, it was bad. I mean, really, really bad. I don't know. Gotta take a shower. I don't know. I need that break. You know, there's something about a shower that people just can't get to you. The phone can ring. Sorry, he's in a shower. I can't get to him. Can't get to him. He's in a shower. No way to reach him. He's 5 feet away. Sorry, just can't do anything about it. I don't know. Showers, they're just... I don't know. I like showers. Except, you know, they got this thing now, what is it, the radio in the shower now? I don't understand this thing. It's like, do I really need the traffic report with soap dripping in my eyes, you know? Really, do I? Do I, you know, no better place to dance than a slick, wet surface next to a, you know, dance door? Do I really need that? Come on. I don't know. I'm running out of material here. Let me look at something here. Oh yeah, you know what gets me? These party lines. You ever see these commercials for party lines? Who are these mutants, first of all, who call these party lines? Second of all, you call the party lines, how much you spend? How much was your bill? Come on. How much was your bill on the party line? 50 bucks? Besides that, I've called these a couple of times myself, okay? I've heard stories, $1,000, $1,500. A guy had his car repossessed. Reproduced too. Could have been, I don't know. I don't know who these people are, but I love the commercials because everybody's having a good time. They're walking on the streets, talking on the phone. They're playing basketball. You see these guys playing basketball. There's one guy I really love. He's in the shop, getting his hair washed. He's sitting there talking on the phone on the party line, right? Then he's setting up a party. These people meet on a roof. They're on the roof partying. What are they doing? They're talking on the party line.
I mean, if you're talking to meet people and you're meeting them, what do you need to talk to more people on the party line? I don't know. You know, it's getting me to this Ayatollah thing, you know? I don't know about this guy. He's got some kind of power over us. Ever since, you know, Carter, I don't know what happened with Carter. I mean, he let this guy come. They took the hostages. You know, what was it, a year and a half or something? He held these people. Still got, I think, 9 of them are over there. Now he's got the gall to start taking books and not letting us read them. And, you know, it just goes to show, what do they do in Iran? You know, for drug dealers, the penalty is death for dealing drugs. If you steal something from somebody, they cut off your hand. I don't even want to say what they do to people who cheat on their wives, okay? I really don't. Just use your imagination on that one, folks. I know this isn't professional, but what can I tell you? This isn't a professional thing. Oh yeah, you know what else gets me? Yeah, I'm sorry, folks. This is comedy. Welcome to it. My first time getting relaxed here. You know why these foreign nations are so upset with us? And I can understand this. I walked in the other day into Toys R Us. I see laying against the wall over there stacks and stacks of Mr. Potato Head. You know, great game, been around for years, millions of years. I'm thinking to myself, you know, this is the only country where, in America, okay, we grow food in the ground we use for amusement purposes, and food that we make out of chemicals we eat. Okay, I mean, I just don't understand that. So I'm thinking to myself, here are these people like in Biafra or something, right? I mean, it's Biafra. Shows you where I'm from. But here are these people, and they're thinking, okay, Mr. Potato Head. Now try to explain to kids from Biafra, Mr. Potato Head. See the potato, Kimba? Oh, Kimba, eat potato. No, Kimba. No, Kimba, you don't eat the potato. You put this little hat on it. I mean, come on, think about it, folks. I mean, oh, Kimba, eat the hat. No, you don't eat the hat. No. Mr. Potato Head. I don't know. Getting tired here, folks. Running out of stuff. Oh, no, two things, and then I'll leave. If you're from the area, then this is an area joke, and if it's on tape, it's okay. There's a Kentucky Fried Chicken down here, right? Now give me a good old American restaurant any day. You know, Kentucky Fried Chicken is Kentucky Fried Chicken. At least I thought it should be. I go in over here, and there's nothing against Orientals. It just happens to be Orientals are in there, okay? It's not racial because it has nothing to do against the man himself. It just happens he was an Oriental. But there's nothing against him because I walk in and it just has to do with, and this happens to everybody. I walk in and I look at him and go, you know, like, you know, breast, a wing, and thigh. And he's looking at me and he goes, breast, a wing, a fry? I'm like, no, a breast, a wing, and an order of fries. I mean, no, now he's got me saying it. I said, breast, a wing, thigh, and yeah, I guess I'll take some fries. Breast, a wing, double order fry? So I'm like, no, breast, a wing, and a thigh. He's like, oh, okay, I get it for you. I'm like, okay, fine. I guess it's what I mean. He's taking this thing with his tongs, right? And also a little bit gets on him. He's like, ooh, some get on me. And he's wiping it off. I'm like, what's in this stuff, you know? And a guy comes out of his back like, are you okay? He's got like a bucket of sand, you know? Like, are you all right? Everything okay? I don't know. Yeah, the Chinese guys. You think about it. That's all they do is agree. Eat. I went out with my family the other night. Took my grandparents out for dinner. Went over to a Chinese restaurant. Walking. First of all, my grandparents are 87 and 82 respectively. My grandmother's 82, my grandfather's 87. And I think this is inherent almost of all old Jews. They read the menu like the Torah, from the right to the left. First they look at the price, then they look at the food they're going to eat. I mean, it's just, everybody can do it. I mean, it doesn't have to be old Jews, but it seems like that's what they do. And my grandmother, she sounds like Jerry Lewis, and she's like, oi, I don't know what I'm going to eat. Should I have pork? I don't want oh, you ready to order? You ready to order? I don't know. I don't want pork. I just want some vegetables. You know, vegetables, no pork. You go, oh, you want pork and vegetables? Like, no, I don't want pork. Didn't you hear me? I don't want pork. I just want vegetables, no pork. Oh, porky vegetables? Yeah. We got porky vegetables. Look, ladies, see on the menu? We got shrimp, beef, chicken, seafood, pork. Pork. You see, we got pork. You know, we're busy here, lady. No, I don't want it. They're going back and forth. It's like a battle of the nature shows, like Godzilla and Rodan. I mean, who are these? They all got the same haircut. It's like there are 80 zillion Chinese guys, and they all got the same haircut. It's like, what do? They walk in and they go, yeah, can you cut it like Mo? Mo? How about a shampoo or Larry? No, cut it like Mo. Okay, Chinese guy, Mo. You're Mo, okay? Another thing is Dr. Ruth. Okay, I'm going to end on Dr. Ruth. Now, Dr. Ruth, she stands out first of all, women today, you all require orgasm. And now, I'm not going to get dirty now because, okay, my hero is Jerry Seinfeld, and he is a clean actor, and I try to be clean. And if you notice, I haven't cursed, haven't said anything bad. So, and quite the contrary, being racial, I haven't done anything really racial. But Dr. Ruth, women, you want orgasm, and you're not willing to tell us, the men, what you want. You'll tell Dr. Ruth, an 85-year-old, I don't know, what is she? I think she's an escapee. There's a Haagen-Dazs missing a manager somewhere, okay? I mean, she can spiel her wrinkly behind off about orgasm. When was the last time she had an orgasm? You think she remembers who was president back then, huh? Was there cars back then, or did they do it on horseback? I mean, come on. But anyways, folks, you've been a great crowd. This was my first time. I really appreciate the time. Hope I didn't offend anybody, and all I can say is, I'm going to leave you with two things. Anybody see what the movie West Side Story, as long as we're here on Blockbuster Video, West Side Story, great movie, everybody's probably seen it. You know, with Spanish Harlem, the white guy and everything. The ending of the movie, white guy running through Spanish Harlem going, Maria! Only one person comes to the window. Now listen, one other thing. Remember, if you can't laugh at yourself, laugh at other people, okay? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Al Red Light Messina. Is that what your friends call you?
Yeah, as a matter of
They
fact.
do?
They call me Sal Red Light.
Sal Red Light Messina. Thank you, Sal. That was one of the better acts. Sure, Sal gets a mug and a t-shirt. That was one of the better acts of the night. One of the more original and more entertaining acts of the night. And had the whole audience in stitches. Oh, okay. Willow. Willow's on tape right now. It's RCA Columbia picture also, I believe. It's a fascinating tale of a journey to the far corners of your imagination where dreams and reality live side by side. Enter the world of Willow. This looks like a tremendous movie, and anyone who wants to take this out will be very entertained. Dice Clay over here. Would you like to, Willow? Have you seen Willow? Has anyone out here seen Willow, for example? You, is it good? You recommend it. Recommended highly by all the patrons at Blockbuster Video. Okay, what else do we have here? Here we have a movie, Vice Versa, another RCA Columbia Pictures, just by chance, and this stars Roger Ebert. Oh no, he doesn't star him. He's from the Sun-Times. He said it's one of the year's most endearing comedies. Who's it star? Looks like Judd Hirsch, or whatever the guy's name is on the cover here. What else do we have here? Here we go. Oh, good thing I played baseball in high school. I can catch you. Okay. Bruce Willis and James Garner in Sunset, another RCA Columbia Pictures. This is Bruce Willis and James Garner out to make a movie and solve a murder in a Blake Edwards film. Has anyone seen this movie here? Who? You've seen it. It's a good movie, isn't it? You enjoyed it? That's good. Okay, Sunset. These are other presentations of RCA Columbia Pictures, and it looks like we're wrapping up the show. Do we have anyone else who wants to give a last joke of the night? Perhaps the last person can come up and win the grand prize at a comedy night at the comic strip, or a version of Punchline the Film.